A new Poco smartphone, this time from the classic M series, but feels noticeably more mature than before. This is the Poco M8 5G, a phone that is clearly positioned below the M8 Pro in terms of price, yet still offers an extremely bright AMOLED display, a modern Snapdragon platform, 5G connectivity, a solid camera setup, and a very slim design. Now, I've been using the Poco M8 in daily life, mainly in the green color variant, and in this video I will tell you whether this overall package really delivers in the lower to mid-range segment, or if it makes more sense to go for a more expensive model after all. When it comes to the design, you immediately notice that the Poco has taken a different approach compared to its predecessor. The Poco M8 is extremely thin at just 7.35mm, weighs only 178 grams, and is one of the slimmest smartphones Poco has ever released in the series. In the hand, it feels light, well balanced, and surprisingly premium, even though both the frame and the back are made of plastic. Especially the green variant looks great in everyday use, feeling modern and fresh without being playful. The matte finish provides good grip and is far less prone to fingerprints than glossy backs. The camera island has a square shape and looks more complex than it actually is, since it only houses a dual camera setup. Still, the design feels cohesive and well integrated. A big plus is the IP66 certification, which means the Poco M8 is protected against dust and strong water jets. It's not full submersive like the IP68, but it still offers peace of mind in daily use when it comes to rain or splashes. Overall, the Poco M8 feels far more refined than the older M series models and definitely doesn't feel cheap. One of the biggest highlights of the Poco M8 is clearly the display. You get a 6.77-inch Flow AMOLED panel with Full HD Plus resolution, a 120Hz refresh rate, and an extremely high peak brightness of up to 3200 nits. In everyday use, this translates to very sharp visuals, vibrant yet natural colors, and excellent readability even in direct sunlight. Thanks to 12-bit color depth and strong contrast, videos, series, and social media content look truly impressive. Scrolling through apps and gaming also feels very smooth thanks to the adaptive refresh rate. The combination of brightness and PWM dimming up to 3840Hz makes the display comfortable on the eyes even at low brightness levels. For the price range, the display is honestly outstanding. In terms of features, the Poco M8 is surprisingly well equipped. The dual stereo speakers support Dolby Atmos and can get extremely loud if needed. With a 300% volume boost enabled, volume is more than enough for videos or podcasts even in noisy environments, although some depth is lost at maximum levels. Still, the sound quality is absolutely fine for this class. Unlocking is handled by an optical in-display fingerprint sensor that works quickly and reliably, along with AI-based face unlock. You also get NFC for mobile payment, dual SIM support with optional microSD expansion, and full 5G connectivity. Storage options include 256 or even 512GB, which is definitely impressive for the segment. On the software side, the Poco M8 runs on HyperOS 2 based on Android 15. The interface is smooth, modern, and packed with customization options. Icons, themes, widgets, and animations can all be adjusted extensively. You also get modern AI features like Google Gemini, Circular Search, AI Eraser, AI Sky, and AI Bokeh inside of the gallery. Not all of the features are essential, but they do add value and make the software feel more up to date. As with many Xiaomi and Poco devices, pre-installed apps and occasional system ads remain a downside. Most of them can be disabled, but they still slightly affect the otherwise very positive experience. On the plus side, Poco promises several years of Android and security patches. Powering the Poco M8 is the Snapdragon 6 Gen 3. Performance in daily use is more than sufficient. Apps launch quickly, multitasking is smooth, and games like Call of Duty Mobile and Mobile Legends run without issues, sometimes even at higher frame rates. More demanding titles like Genshin Impact are playable as well, but only with reduced graphic settings if you want consistent performance. A big positive is efficiency, as the Poco M8 stays pleasantly cool even during longer sessions and shows very little thermal throttling. For this class, performance is absolutely solid and should remain reliable for years to come. The battery comes in at 5520 mAh, slightly smaller than its predecessor, but still easily enough for a full day of intensive use. With more moderate usage, a day and a half is realistic. The efficient processor and AMOLED display clearly pay off here. Charging is supported at up to 45 watts via cable, bringing the phone back up fairly quickly, although no charger is included in the box. The Poco M8 also supports wide reverse charging up to 18 watts, which can be handy for charging accessories on the go. Now let's talk about the camera, because this is where Poco's priority become clear. On the back you get a 50 megapixel main camera with Light Fusion 400 sensor. In good lighting conditions, the camera delivers convincing results. Photos are sharp, colors look natural, and dynamic range is perfectly fine for this price segment. Especially in daylight, images are more than good enough for social media and everyday use. In low light, pixel binning kicks in, combining 4 pixels into one super large pixel. This helps keep images relatively bright and noise under control, although fine details are noticeably reduced. Night mode further brightens scenes, but takes a moment longer to process. There's no real optical zoom, and while the 2x digital zoom is usable in good light, quality drops quickly in darker environments. The main camera is paired with a 2 megapixel depth sensor, mainly used for portrait shots. Subject separation is decent, though edge detection isn't always perfect. Selfies are handled by a 20 megapixel front camera, producing sharp images with pleasant skin tones in good lighting. In low light, details drops but remain acceptable for this class. Video recording is possible up to 4K and 30 FPS with the main camera, but without optical stabilization, footage can look a little bit shaky. The Poco M8 is a very well balanced smartphone for the lower to mid-range market. An extremely bright AMOLED display, slim and lightweight design, solid performance, good battery life, and a reliable camera setup make for a convincing overall package. There are compromises in camera versatility and software ads, but considering the price, Poco delivers a lot of smartphone for the money. If you value a great display, 5G, modern design, and a smooth everyday experience, the Poco M8 is definitely worth a closer look. Now, as always, you will find the link to the smartphone down below in the video description. Also, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to my channel. And I guess with that being said, I will see you in the next one. Peace!